You know that feeling when an old wound suddenly resurfaces. You thought you dealt with it, moved past it, maybe even celebrated how far you come. Then out of nowhere, that familiar ache returns. That old pattern shows up. That childhood pain knocks on your door again. Your mind immediately jumps to the worst conclusion. I failed. All that healing work was pointless. I'm right back where I started. But what if I told you that's actually backwards? What if old wounds coming back isn't a sign that you've done something wrong, but actually proof that you're finally ready to go deeper? Today, we're exploring why wounds return in layers and what this really means for your healing journey. But before we start, if you're feeling stuck in your spiritual growth, check this out. I've got a free download for you, 5 inner blocks that keep you from deep spiritual growth. Link is in the first comment below. Your mind wants healing to work like fixing a broken bone. Set it, cast it, heal it, done. Linear, predictable, finished forever. But emotional wounds don't work that way. They reveal themselves gradually like peeling an onion. And here's the thing your mind doesn't understand. You can only handle what you're ready for at any given moment. When you first experienced that pain, your system did something brilliant. It protected you by tucking the most overwhelming parts away in manageable portions. Your nervous system, your body, your soul, they all conspired to keep you functional by only showing you what you could handle at the time. This wasn't weakness, this was profound wisdom in action. So when that wound resurfaces years later, it's not because your previous healing failed, it's because you now have the tools, the stability and the capacity to go deeper. You've built enough strength to handle the next layer. Think of it like ascending a spiral staircase. You're covering the same territory, but from a higher vantage point. You're not the same person who first encountered this pain. You have new awareness, better boundaries, more self-compassion. The wound returns because you're finally equipped to meet it with what it needs. Your body, which stores memories in your tissues and nervous system, begins to release what it's been holding when the conditions are right. Unprocessed trauma literally lives in your body. Your nervous system holds onto these experiences until you have the resources to process them safely. When old wounds return, it's often your body saying, "Okay, now we're ready to let this go." Each time a layer surfaces, it teaches you something new. The first time through, maybe you learned about basic boundaries. The next layer might reveal the childhood pattern that made those boundaries so hard to maintain. The layer after that could show you how this pattern has been shaping your relationships without you realizing it. This isn't repetition. This is revelation. Your system waits until you have the emotional resources, the life stability, and the inner tools to handle what's emerging. That old anxiety about abandonment that's surfacing, it's not coming back to torture you. It's coming back because you finally have the capacity to understand its deeper message. Maybe this time you see how it connects to your relationships with other people. Maybe you'll recognize how it's been driving your people-pleasing patterns. Maybe you'll finally understand why intimacy feels so threatening. Each return is an invitation to go deeper, to understand more, to heal at a level that wasn't possible before. This resurfacing isn't about not getting it right the first time. It's a sign that you're now ready for the next layer of truth. Your healing journey isn't linear because growth itself isn't linear. You spiral upward, revisiting familiar territory with new eyes, new wisdom, and new capacity for integration. Trust this process. Trust that when old wounds return, it's not a setback. It's your soul saying you're ready for the next level of understanding. Most people approach healing like they're performing surgery on their emotions. They research techniques, gather tools, and attack the wound with everything they got. They want to cut it out, fix it, eliminate it once and for all. But here's what happens when you fight what's arising. The wound closes up tighter. It becomes more defended, more resistant, and goes deeper underground. Fighting your pain creates more pain. Real healing happens when you stop trying to fix and start witnessing. When you shift from being the aggressor to being the observer. This is where most people get confused because there's a massive difference between doing nothing and actively allowing. Doing nothing is avoidance. It's hoping the feeling will magically disappear if you ignore it long enough. It's scrolling through your phone when anxiety hits, or staying busy to avoid the grief that's trying to surface. Actively allowing is conscious presence. It's staying fully engaged with whatever is arising without trying to change it. You're not passive, you're incredibly present and aware. What does this actually look like when that familiar knot of anxiety tightens in your stomach? Instead of immediately reaching for a distraction or trying to rationalize it away, you simply pause. When old anger surfaces about something that happened years ago, instead of judging yourself for still feeling it, you create space. Maybe you move your body to let the energy flow. Maybe you journal. Maybe you just sit with the raw intensity without immediately trying to fix it. You're not trying to make the anger go away. You're not trying to understand it or solve it. You're simply being present with it, like sitting with a friend who's in pain. This requires enormous trust. Trust in your own inner timing and wisdom. Your body knows when it's safe to release what it's been holding. Your nervous system knows when you have the resources to process what's emerging. But we've been conditioned to believe that if we're not actively doing something to fix our problems, we are being lazy or weak. So we reach for techniques, affirmations, breathing exercises, anything to make the uncomfortable feeling stop. The paradox is that just being present with pain changes everything without you having to do anything to it. When your nervous system feels that you're not trying to fight what's arising, it relaxes. The wound stops defending itself because it no longer feels under attack. In that relaxation, something profound happens. The pain begins to open up naturally, revealing what it's been protecting, the story underneath, the need that wasn't met, the truth that couldn't be spoken. This is why forcing techniques often backfires. When you're in the middle of processing an old wound and you immediately jump to, I need to do breath work, or I should journal about this, you're interrupting the natural unfolding that wants to happen. Sometimes the most healing thing you can do is absolutely nothing except stay present. Let the tears come without trying to stop them. Let the anger move through your body without trying to calm it down. Let the fear be there without trying to replace it with positive thoughts. Your wounds aren't problems to solve. They are not obstacles blocking your path to happiness. They're sacred gateways to deeper self-understanding. They are the path itself. When you stop fighting your healing process and start trusting it, everything shifts. The wound that felt like your enemy becomes your teacher. The pain that seemed meaningless reveals its profound purpose. But before we conclude this, if you're feeling stuck in your spiritual growth, check this out. I got a free download for you. 5 inner blocks that keep you from deep spiritual growth. Link is in the comment below. So the next time an old wound surfaces, remember this. It's not a sign that you failed. It's an invitation. Your soul is saying you're ready for the next layer of understanding. You're not going backward. You're spiraling upward with new capacity to heal what's been waiting.